right, so I got these from Grove. It's called Grove Collaborative, I think. They sell a lot of cleaning supplies and stuff like that. But I saw these, and they're all paints, so I was kind of curious about what the quality was. I mean, I know some of these are like for kids. These look like they're for kids, but I like the little container. I thought it was really kind of cool. It comes with this awful brush. Ew. But I love the little tin. And these are finger paints. But this is what I was first drawn to, were pigments. So, I don't know. I just thought I would give them a try. I'm not sure about the quality. I don't know anything about them. These are just, I guess, just like watercolor paints, like you would imagine. But we'll do a little swatch and try them out. These are ones you have to mix, and all you have to do is mix them with water. They're made with all natural stuff, so, but you make them and then that's it. You can't like hang on to them. They kind of go bad. Like these, it says you can mix them up and they last about a week in the fridge. It says add enough water to create the paint so you can make it any consistency you want. If you want to make it thicker, like a gouache or something, or if you want to make it thin like a watercolor, you can do that. Mix enough paint for one sitting. Store the excess in the fridge for up to a week. So does it say what's in it? Just pigments. So there was 2 sets. There was earth and then there was sea and sky. So I figured, get them both. Hopefully they're okay. And the finger paints are for kids, so I think they're made with like if you ate them, it wouldn't kill you kind of thing. No artificial ingredients, dyes, or preservatives, but they only contain food-safe kitchen cupboard ingredients like powdered beet, radish, and turmeric. So that's kind of interesting. So I figured, A, we would give them all a swatch, give them all a try, and then B, I want to see if I can get these to work like other pigments and turn them into a watercolor that will last. Like add like gum arabic and see if they will work like that. So let me start. This is the easiest one since it's already prepared. This brush, I mean, it's cute, but but we're gonna use it anyway. Does it say anything about these? These are non-toxic food grade ingredients. Natural wooden paintbrush. 8 vibrant colors. Okay. So let's do a little, it's coming up. They're just like little tablets, I guess. You know what? I really want to kind of take them out, actually. Because I like the tin. And I could put something else in here. This brush is terrible. Oh, they're very non-pigmented. But it might just be the color. I mean, it might just be that it's a light brown. I'm trying to smell it. It smells kind of like bread. I mean, you're not going to get far with this brush, so, but I will give them a try. I guess this is like a purplish. Well, colors aren't actually too bad. They're very muted. Oh, they're actually a little more pigmented than I thought. I mean, I think they're good for kids, and I think I think an adult could use these. I mean, in a pinch, if you didn't mind pastels. I wonder if they mix at all. I'll have to try to mix. I think I'm going to give up on this brush, though. Let's try this. Let's try a little bit of blue. We'll try a little bit of yellow. Yeah, they mix okay, I guess. We'll see how they dry. I mean, they're very muted, so I mean, you could do a really nice muted painting, but you know me, I'd rather have like a blinding orange and a blinding yellow, and it's funny they have a red and a pink. You think they would do a black or something? because it's pretty much the same color, just a little bit lighter. We'll see, let them dry and see how they perform. And then let's try mixing up one of these. This is the finger paints. Orange, cabbage. I wonder if they smell like the foods. Let's see, just open them. Oh, okay. Wow, there's a lot of pigment in there. And this is watermelon. Oh. Smells like, I don't know, smells like flour. Doesn't smell like watermelon, but it doesn't look that dark either, so. Let's put a little bit. And oh, it's a little darker. Okay. Oh, it is. It's actually very red now. Okay. You can see that. I didn't put a lot of water in because I'm trying to, because it's easy to add more. It's not as easy to take the water out. So it's got an interesting consistency. It's like, I only put a little in, so it is kind of thick. I'm trying to get it on here so I can, and when you mix it, it's kind of got like a shine to it. It doesn't look, I expected it to look like flour and water. You know what I mean? It does have a matte finish when you put it down, but it is pretty pigmented. So let's add a little more water and see. I'm surprised by these. I thought these would be terrible. Almost looks like candy, like melted lollipop or something. So we'll see what that looks like when it dries. I guess I can try all the colors and see. But that's so red. I was expecting something really pale because the mix is so pale. Let's try the blue. Oh, they didn't do yellow. Ooh, that's pretty. That's, what color is this? Blue. Of course. This is really cool. Maybe I should try a little paint brush action here. Because I put that down with a knife, so it's going to be rougher. I kind of want to see how smooth it is. And we'll try the blue. The packaging is really pretty. I mean, I love like the little paintings on the top. Very neat. And these over here, I know we haven't gotten to them yet, but I love their glass containers. Very cool. All right, let's do this. Put a little bit in there. Oh, it's light blue. Maybe. Oh, there's a little bit of red in there. So maybe it'll get darker. All right. So I guess it depends on how much of the pigment you put in. How color, like at first I just had a little. But maybe putting more in. It's really pretty. It's a nice color. I don't know how dark I can get it. I just dip that in there. Yeah, you can get it pretty dark. I think if you just keep adding it, it gets to a dark color. But maybe that's just because, like, I don't know, it's pretty. Yeah, I guess it depends on how much you add in there. Yeah, I think I was on Facebook and it went by and I saw the pigments, these, and I said, oh, I love that kind of stuff. I love trying to mix, you know. But yeah, I am going to try to, oh, some of the powder got, huh, that's interesting. Let's do some of that. Let me get some more water. I feel like experimenting. Well, I saw the little dots and I was thinking about the watercolor in powder form that I've had before, and I wondered how that would work. So let's open up the green. Ooh, that's pretty. All right, so let's do a little bit of the blue right here. And then maybe see if it does anything, like if it spreads at all. I don't know if it will. Well, maybe. Yeah. I mean, not as fabulously as the powdered watercolor does, but it does do something, so. And see what the green looks like. Oh, I can see different colors in there. Like I can see orange in there. When you first put it in, you can see like blue, little pieces of blue. I mean, I really like these two colors. And the green, not my favorite color, but it goes really well with these two. It's similar in like its tone, I guess. Okay, and the last one is, save the best for last. It's orange. And it looks yellow. I want them to smell like, well, I don't want the cabbage to smell like cabbage, but it does have a tinge of like a citrus smell to it. So they must, yeah, it says they used like natural ingredients, so they must use a little bit of like an orange rind or something. Oh, it's so pretty. Is that my brush end? Okay. Ooh, this is the best color. That is so pretty. And these colors are really nice together. And yeah, they're not vibrant, but they go well together and they're vibrant enough. And you can thicken them up. They don't smudge. What about these? Oh, I got something on my hands. I'm messing. These are coming off. Like when when you rub those, I wonder if you rub these and they come off. Maybe not. Maybe these were just a little wet still. All right. But still, these are much more opaque. Although I guess you could make them like super light if you wanted to do like watercolor-ish. Although it is very yellow. It's not really orange. So let's see if we can get it to be orange. First off, let me do a little bit of red to make the orange. Drop some on the ground. Oh, ooh. So you can mix the red to make it a little more orange. But I want to try and see if I can get like a really dark orange. And I'll do just a little bit of water. Yeah, I guess it's more orange if you don't add as much water. I need a little more. One more drop. Yes, more orange than that. Although not much. It looks more orange, but it's more of like a gamboge. It's like a yellowish orange. Oh, see, now when you paint on top, it kind of peels the bottom layer away. That's kind of weird, huh? Like if I did it on the blue. Yeah, see, as soon as you put water on it, it just like disintegrates. Which I suppose is good in a way. It can be easy to erase a mistake. But if you put down a thick layer, you can't go on top of it. So, interesting. All right, now what? Now we gotta try the other ones. The grown-up pigments. Let's try this one. Or, look at the colors. I want to try a light color and a dark color. So let's try a dark green and like a light blue. It's really packed in there. But it's much more pigmented than the finger paints. Those are very light. Oh, I shouldn't have put them on there. I should have put them in a dish. That's the matter with me. Okay, now they're on the dish. Put a tiny bit of water. One little drop. So you can see the granules. Just waiting to see if it smooths itself out. Try to hold it closer so you can see it. Yeah, you can see it's really, well, I don't know. I was gonna say it. Oh, it's really strange. It reacts really weird when you go over it again. I don't know. That's nice. Thin it out. Because I wonder if the more you stir it, if the little granules kind of disappear. Because this definitely has a texture to it. Now you can still see them, which is kind of neat. I mean, it's, I don't know, it's just an interesting texture that you could add to your painting, you know? Here, I have another one. This one's not anywhere near as full as that one. That's kind of weird. That was right to the top. All right, let's try it with a brush. It looks like it doesn't want to mix with the water. It's kind of like floating on top and everything. It's kind of weird. This one's a little different. This one feels different, although it's still granulating. Like granulating, it's not granulating, it's granules, I guess. But it has a nice feel to it. It kind of does feel like you're mixing chalk. Like chalk dust and water. Yeah, and I mean, and it's pretty opaque. And you can, like they said, if you water it down, you could get more watercolorish texture to it. Let's do swatches. Actually, I think I'll do the swatches and I'll come back because it's kind of boring to watch swatches. Oh, Murphy. Don't eat. It's not for, oh my God, look, he just snorted in it. Murphy. He's smelling it like it smells like food, so don't eat. There's nothing good there. You always think I got something good for you, and it's not good. Oh, Murphy, don't eat it. Oh my God, you're gonna have a little blue mouth. It can't taste like anything. Come here. Because I give him his treats on these little plates. That's probably why he's attracted to it. Here. There you go, buddy, okay? All right, so I think, all right, so these are the swatches from the larger ones. Some of them are, like, these two seem to mix very smoothly. That one does too. But you can see they kind of granulate, really. They're very matte. Do they come off? They do come off a little bit. I guess the thicker you put them on, the more likely they go. Ooh, that one wasn't dry. All right. They're interesting though. So I thought I would try. I don't know how to make watercolors, believe me, so I'm just winging it. I know you have to use gum arabic. You can use glycerin and clove. One of them keeps them from cracking. I think this is the one that keeps it from cracking once it dries, and this one keeps it from molding. But I don't know. But anyway, I have some Jane Davenport pigments too, so I was kind of wanting to try. Here, we'll use the green because I'll test it on the color I'll use the least. So this is the Jane Davenport pigments, and it's Namaste. I love these little bottles. So we can try a similar little experiment with water and just see how that works. There's a lot of sediment from these. When I cleaned my brush, the whole bottom of the paint thing was just all sediment. All right, so let's try Jane's with just water. And this is kind of doing the same thing. It's kind of floating on top of the water. Of course, I'm not using good water. I'm using like just sink water. I should use my distilled water when I make these, but this is just practice. I'm doing what I did with these, so this is not mixing. I think this is just, it's just different. It does kind of look the same, but it's taking longer to mix. Because you can still see the little granules, but it is taking a little bit longer to mix. This is over here. So it looks kind of similar, but it feels more like paint. And then if we do like, these are meant to be watercolors, so, ooh, granulate. So let that dry. Clean this off. Oh, it's kind of floating on the top. See, the stuff in here floated to the bottom. The stuff in here is floating to the top. So let's try. So I got 3. I thought we would do 3 different. I would do 1 from here, 1 from Jane, and 1 from the finger paints. This is distilled water, so we'll use that. I think I'll just use little toothpicks to stir it. So this is finger paint. This is adult paint. And this is Jane's. All right. I don't know the exact formula and how to add all this stuff together. Just want to see if I can actually make this into a watercolor paint in a pan that will stay. So, and then this one is the adult. This feels softer, like this feels crunchier, you know what I mean? Like it's very fluffy, and this is more granular. This doesn't feel granular. It feels powdery like this, but it feels heavier. So then let's add 1, 2, 3. See, this one takes water. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see red in there. You can see little bits of different color in there. I think I'm gonna have to add more. But maybe instead I'll add this stuff, because this is what's supposed to, I don't know how to get it out of here. What if I put it on the end of a paintbrush? Yeah, and then it'll drip. Okay, let's do that. We'll do 1 drop. Stir it around a little. It feels kind of sticky. And should I put a drop of this stuff in there? Oh, it smells good. Let's try to just do a drop. Well, I may as well go all in and put more in here, right? So maybe do, I don't know how fast this is gonna come out. Drop of that. There's no real formula given. It's kind of like you just feel it out. So I don't know how good I am at that, but I think if I stir it and it's kind of smooth, this feels kind of sticky. So I think if I have them in the consistency of like watercolor coming out of a tube, right? Because that's what you put into a pan. So we'll go with that consistency and let it sit. I'm gonna have to let it sit, and I'll have to come back and finish the video on a different day. And that's the consistency that I have for this. Now we'll work on this one. This one's a little watery compared to that one. That looks very like gluey. This is not as shiny, if you know what I mean. It's kind of chalky, but I don't think it's gonna get any less chalky, so just try to get it to that consistency like paint, like out of a tube. That one just doesn't, it feels like paint, but it's just not settling at all. I wonder if I need to put more water. Yeah, maybe that's it. I just needed to put more water. Still not as fluid as this one, but... And then this one is Jane's, which is actually what I'm supposed to be mixing this stuff up with, so... Although it came, the whole kit came with those little, you know, the mortar and pestle things where you mash it around in there, but... I don't need to make more of a mess right now. This is just practice. So I'm stirring it, and it's just not mixing with the water. It's weird. You're not actually supposed to mix it in a little tiny pan like this, but this is just an experiment, so. I poured it out because what you really need to do with her particular pigment is you're supposed to put it, and this is how I see them making watercolor or paint with pigments, is you have to like do this. You have to like smush it with the stuff, because when I poured it out, it was just liquid on the bottom and powder on the top. I just couldn't, I didn't have the space to mix it. But you really do have to make it outside of a little tiny pan. But at least it's at a consistent, it's not like paint consistency. It's a lot thinner than if I poured it, if I squeezed it out of a tube, but all right, I think we're just gonna leave those. So I'll be back, I don't know, in a couple days. All right, so I did these on Saturday. Today is Wednesday, so it's been a few days. This is the Jane Davenport one, and it looks a little bit cracked, but very dry looking, like not shiny. These two, this is the adult, and this is the kid paints. They're hard, but they're not, oh, this one's squishy, actually. So I don't know if these are gonna work. We'll try Jane's, because I'm interested to see if I did it right. Ooh, yeah, that works. I don't know if this is gonna work. It does work. Interesting. Okay, that's good to know. And these are the kid ones. Well, you might have to add a lot of water to it, because I think it's just not very convenient to mix up a bunch and then keep it in the fridge for a couple days if you don't know what paint you want to use. So I think if you're able to make this put it into a pan. It's quite watery, but I'm trying to remember how watery it was. Let me see if I can find the paper. I think this is it. So it's probably about the same as it was. So yeah, I guess it does work. So I guess it does work. So you don't have to necessarily just work with them. Yeah, I think it just needs to add a little bit of water and let it like wake it up a little. Because this is the same consistency that it was when I was putting it in there originally. It's a little bit on the like a gel or a glue kind of texture coming out, but so yeah, I'm impressed with this one. Not that I'm not impressed with this one, but this is these. And they're actually pretty nice after you wake them up. So that's good. Now the other thing was, so it's good to know. So the other thing was, oh, I wanted to show you what I did. I love this little tin. So I took out all the paints and I scraped them, I mushed them into powder, because I figured if I wanted to use it, I could use it like that. I could put it in a little bit at a time. And these were a little bit dry, on the dry side when they were in this pan, so. But I really like I love the tin. And they're really deep, so you could put a lot of color in there. So, you know, I'm such a weirdo. Okay, what else? Okay, so I did find, I looked this company up, and you can buy these directly from this company, but Grove actually has them a little cheaper. But Grove doesn't have everything that they have, so, but they do have, I guess they must have everything because it's all their products. So they have everything. Grove has just what I got. I think they might have a couple other things. But yeah, I'll put links in the description if you're interested in either one of those. So the only thing about Grove is you sign up as a subscription when you buy. Well, it's cheaper that way if you sign up for the subscription. So with these, I would not do them as a monthly. If you want to maybe sign up every 6 months or something to have them redelivered, or you know, you could always cancel it before it reoccurs or whatever. So that's my little experimentation. I did get a notice that my sketch box is about to be mailed out, so that'll be next week's video. And I guess that's it for this week. Anyway, I had fun playing around. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!